Hey, good morning, folks. I'm your host, BKP. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show, the best and only online morning show. Here's the way to contact the show. You always can get in touch with the show. Sorry about that. You can email me. That's a 24/7 number, email. We have plenty of time to get into some things, but let me say this. What if? Now, I thought about this because I was wondering, okay, conspiracy theory. Jane did such a great job on the All-Star Political Panel last Friday talking about conspiracy theory. They do not want us to question things. The government, they do not want us to question things. So I'm going to do my best to explain something. Watch this. Let's go right out of the box. Let's go with number 64. It just being, starting out with a little fun here, number 64. Okay. That's Diamond and Silk. You all know Diamond and Silk. They do a silly little routine. They were picked up during the 2016 round 2015 election cycle. They became an internet sensation. The president loves Diamond and Silk. They love the president of the United States. They have been on the campaign trail and have been on the stage with the president at rallies or just show up there and do their little routine as they do. But Fox, okay, I always say, be careful with your feelings that Fox is the channel that's channeling the right information. I tell you that, okay? Now, I don't want to spend too much time on Fox, but you have CNN, which is a clown show, and America knows it's a clown show, okay? Absolutely a clown show. CNN knows, you know that. MSNBC is evil and dangerous. They're very dangerous, okay? But Fox has, if you look at their viewers, and I'm not saying if you're out there saying, but I love Tucker Carlson. Hey, I'm with you, okay? I like Tucker Carlson. But I like, Laura Ingle at night. Yeah, I get it. I like Sean. Good. I get it. But the network itself, okay, feels it has the independent voters. That's who their viewers are, the independent voters. Independent voters are the ones that usually turn out to switch an election one way or another. So if Fox News is all that they try to make it up to be, then they wouldn't have Donna Brazile, okay? They wouldn't have, they wouldn't have Juan Williams on the network. They wouldn't have Donna Brazile. There's a list that goes on. So Diamond and Silk, if you want kicked off of Facebook, if you want flagged, if you want somebody to fire you, listen, I like Brian, what's his name in the morning? Okay. Steve Ducey, Brian Kilmeade. I like them, okay? Watch them pull back from things. I listened to an interview one day with Brian Kilmeade, and when it got right up, the caller that called in said something about Democrats, using this in a certain way. And Kilmeade got right up to the Democrats using this pandemic for political gain and to orchestrate an economic collapse to go after and he pulled it back. Okay. And what I'm saying there, watch Fox pull back, okay, from certain things. You say Bill Gates 3 times, and it's like Beetlejuice. Bill Gates. There I go, right? You get pulled. So I just want to start with saying these two nice ladies, Fox pulled the ripcord. Why? Because they said Bill Gates too many times. Why? Because they considered them, conspiracy theorists. Is that why? Bill Gates. Did they say the numbers are not true? Because the last thing you can do is come on and tell America, the best damn thing here is I own the place. That's the bottom line. There's nobody fired my ass, whether I need it or not, when this show's over, because I own the damn place. Now you can complain. I give a phone number. You can come on the show. Say, hey, I want to come on because fine. But say you don't believe the numbers, say Bill Gates 3 times, and you get your contract pulled from Fox. Now pull this up for me. Number 34, and I will do this quickly, okay? I do not believe the numbers. Oh my God, you're freaking out. No. Let me say this. You better pay attention because this is a serious show today. If 56,394 are not dead due to the coronavirus, then you can't have the network saying, well, this was more than that was killed in Vietnam. This is more that was. They have to have more to make Trump look like less of the person. What about the damn reporter yesterday? What a piece of garbage. Said a man that actually allows for more than killed more than that was killed in Vietnam. Does that man deserve re-election? We're going to play that. So anyhow, no, I don't believe the numbers. Why? I think they should break the columns out into would have died. I know you think I'm cold. I don't care. Would have died. Would have died anyway. Would have died in 3 weeks. Would have died in a month. No, if the cases are not blown up to a point and the death number blown up to a point, then you would not be in fear. Just saying. No. Well, that got Diamond and Silk fired. Let me say this. I want to say this because we're going to get to it in a minute because I want to do a full segment on this. This is going to be a full segment. Number 67. Marie Bartiromo. Awesome on Fox Business. Marie Bartiromo. Breaking news. This was April 26th. It was 2 days ago. Yesterday, we were dealing with something else. Breaking news. Sources tell me General Flynn will be completely exonerated this week. It was a total fraud set up. More tomorrow, Marie Bartiromo. Wait a minute. What if Flynn is totally exonerated? We're going to talk about that, okay? Because give me number 68. Trump names Richard Grenell as acting head of intelligence. The move places a loyalist atop the intelligence agency that the president has long battled. Remember when Grenell was put in, all of he has no experience. He has none. Did the president of the United States say, hey, Richard, can you do me a favor? Just go in there and hold down the fort. Tell me if there's anything I need to know. Okay? Until. Just saying. We'll get into that. Are you saying Flynn might come back into the administration? That's exactly what I'm saying. Now, if General Michael Flynn comes back into the administration, okay, what does that mean? I think it means it's time for real people. Remember this, when I say this, okay, when I say it's time for some people to go to prison. Oh, that's all you people want. That's all you Republicans want. That's all you conspiracy theorists want out there, is to send Hillary and send Hillary, John Podesta, send Adam Schiff. You just want to send them all to prison. Hold on there, folks. They sure as hell wanted to send Michael Flynn, and they want to send all these people to prison. They can't wait to get them in prison. Roger Stone, just saying, what if Flynn's exonerated? Interesting. We'll talk about that. Now, as I said yesterday, let me just ask you again. First, I'm going to put these pictures up. Number 56, yesterday. This is at the and it's the reason I talk about these things, because we're getting ready to show you the positives. Remember yelling, testing, 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 right? 1, 2, 3. I get up at 4 a.m. I don't hear CNN yell testing. What happened? I don't hear MSNBC at 5 a.m. this morning at First Look. Yasmin Vazugia yell testing. Like, what's up? You were just yelling testing. I didn't see from 4 a.m. to 6:30 this morning, when I finally had to turn off Morning Joe, I didn't hear or see any of the Fauci videos. Fauci must go. Fauci videos that said testing, testing. You know why? Because the president of the United States, see, they spent all weekend. What the president did, and I don't know this for sure because I have no inside track, okay? So he came out Friday. Was it Friday? And everybody went nuts because they had a great briefing Friday talking about ultraviolet rays, the heat, humidity, and everybody's in fear that their kids are going to have to go outside and play. So anyhow, what they did is they talked about injecting Clorox and cleaners into your body. It didn't happen that way. So then the deep state, corrupt corporate media said all weekend, oh my God, he's going to stop. He's going to stop because he made such a fool of himself. So he's not going to do any more briefings, okay? My opinion is they needed some time off, okay? You realize Trump is dragging these people out every day. And I'm not for sure that personally himself, they just needed a little time off. Yesterday was an absolutely great briefing. They all said yesterday he would not hold another briefing. But no, what happened? Give me number 56. The Clown Show, CNN, number 56. Trump denies responsibility for misuse of disinfectants. Mr. President, the Larry Hogan, the never Trumper from Maryland, that absolutely hates you, went on and said this, thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands. Trump says it didn't happen. It didn't happen. No. Do you take any responsibility? No. Oh my God, you take no responsibility for nothing. So Trump denied responsibility for misuse of disinfectants. Remember what I told you. Don't call your poison control hotline. Don't call anybody. Wait a minute. Let me get you one more, okay? If you are still, all right, let me give you number 57. Trump denies responsibility for misuse. There's Lysol. Now, put our phone number back up. If you feel that the president of the United States has told you to drink, ingest, spray in your mouth, Lysol, whatever, call that number on the screen. First, we're trying to find out how many dumbasses are out there. Second, I'm going to ask you if you've turned the can over and look to see if it says, do not swallow, do not ingest. I'm going to help you through it, all right? Call me if you're a dumbass out there that does that, okay? So, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. People are going nuts over 59. States start to reopen as cases climb. You know, the Waffle House is opening. Big deal. Now, let me say this. Nancy Pelosi Nancy Pelosi is trying to get a way to cause corruption in voting. Nancy Pelosi is trying to help mail in corruption with voting. Number 3, right there she is. Nancy Pelosi, number 3. Okay. I told you yesterday, who let her have scissors? Because it looks like she cut her bangs. We're going to answer a lot of things, but I want to play this because, all right, Joe Biden is the presumptive nominee. There's no talk about the lady, Reed, is that her name? That Joe was a Senate aide, a young lady in Joe's office that Joe made advances at. Now, I'm going to call them advances because I'll try to keep the show clean. But no talk about that. New York has canceled the primary. They have canceled the primary. New York has canceled the primary. Let me see what I have here. I have it up here. I know I have it here somewhere. Give me number 42. New York State cancels presidential primary over Sanders camp objection. Now, Sanders is trying to get more delegates. So if the primary goes through, although he has pulled out of the race and although he has patted Joe on the head, give him the nod, he still wants delegates. New York cancels the primary. Will Joe still not have enough delegates when he goes to the convention? And will they actually have a second round? Because I think what they're supposed to do is they're supposed to have a vote. And if you don't meet the first round numbers, then there's a second round vote. And it gets a little bit like a round robin. You could throw a name in. Will Joe Biden be the nominee? So here's what I want to ask you. Let me do this. Number 25. Number 25. This is the second presumptive nominee. Now, think about this. I'm not making any calls this morning. Andrew Cuomo comes out every single day. It does a press conference, okay? And he's doing videos everywhere. He's doing interviews. Now, the media is rolling it up. Is he going to be the Democrat nominee? Now, I'm not saying he is, but it's interesting. They canceled New York's election. And this guy, we know bumbling Joe Biden, but this guy right here, Axios, he does an interview with Axios. Do you have that Axios video? If you have the AxiosVideo.com with the interview with him, please put it up now.
That was December. January, February, where was everyone? Maybe the United States was waiting for the World Health Organization, or the World Health Organization was waiting for the National Institute of Health, or somebody was waiting for the UN. I don't know, but I wish someone stood up and blew the bugle. And if no one was going to blow the bugle, I would feel much better if I was a bugle blower last December and January. Even though no one danced to the music, I would feel better sitting here today saying, I blew the bugle about Wuhan province in January. I can't say that.
Okay, let me give you a little advice. Nipple rings. Now, don't get mad at me. Page 6 of the New York Post, right? Nipple rings. Don't say you wish you blew the bugle. Just don't do it. Number 26. Put 26 up. He wishes if nobody would have blown the bugle. Little boy Blue here sounded his horn. I wish I would have blown the bugle on this whole thing. No, 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 no. Let me help you with this. I'm going to help you. Maybe say, sound the alarm. Maybe you say, I wish I would have been the one to sound the alarm. But I'm going to tell you, as a politician in America, don't blow the bugle, okay? Pull back from blowing the bugle. Sound the alarm. I wish I'd have blown the bugle. Bad. Sound the alarm. Good. Take a break. When we come back, will Michael Flynn be exonerated, and what happens if he's exonerated? And it's all about the election and bringing down the president of the United States. It's just that simple. Take a break.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountains lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Don't forget, you can always contact me 24/7 on this number on the screen. You can send emails. We are looking for people to be part of the staff. You want to join the team? reporter, FYN TV, do your own show. Get in touch with us. I almost said something I shouldn't have said. You know, that's just me. Are you tired of, I just want to go with this real quick. Are you tired of rich people coming on TV telling you we're in the same boat? I have about had it. We are not in the same damn boat. I get tired of those damn rich people on TV or all over social media. We're in the same boat. And then I love people. Now, don't get mad. Don't yell at me, but I'm just telling you. You know, if you know, it's like those people that get those what do you call, you get those you paste your picture in there. I forget what I want to say here. And you know, something bad happens and all of a sudden you're praying for France. Remember that day the day you prayed for France? I'm just joking, folks, don't get off. But you know, praying this thing. And now you have everybody taking pictures of themselves, say, stay at home, save lives. Oh, that's so sweet. You must have enough money to pay all your bills. If you are, look, I love you, but if you have, there's a couple things here. If you have stay at home, save lives, you have enough money to pay all your bills. When your car payment comes in and that person says, I hate it for you. Right? Hate it for you. You must have enough to pay all your bills, or you must feel the government is going to save you and there's a lifeboat out there to pay all your bills. I don't know what you think, but I am tired of rich people coming on TV saying we're in the same boat. Well, you know, we're all together and switching over to this kind. No, we're not. Have you noticed? Let me say this, all right? This is not the direction I was going to go, but if you're new to the show, I can all of a sudden just go boom and be right out there and there's no return. If you're watching the news, I watch the news not all day, but I watch a lot of it because I have to keep up with the corruption. I want to come and tell you what the deep state, yes, deep state, corporate corrupt, they're tied to the Democratic Party, media. So anyhow, they're all at home. And they have amazing libraries. They have amazing kitchens. I love the kitchens. I just remodeled last spring. You see the fridge? It's 22 grand. You see that stove over there? 18 grand. Just remodeled. But I'm wearing $2.98 earbuds. What the hell? Anyhow, I am tired of those I am tired of those people sitting at home telling me we're all in the same boat and then telling me what Trump is doing wrong. Okay, so I'm going to make this quick because I got a lot to unpack today. I am not a single issue voter, and I'm going somewhere with this. Okay, yes, I'm pro-life. Yes, I'm stop them right at the border. Don't take another step, damn it. I'm all of that and above, but I'm not a single issue voter. I will listen to, I am now. Okay, let me put it like that. But I will listen to a politician tell me all of their positions, and I may say, I didn't like what I heard here, but I certainly like what I heard about the Supreme Court. I don't care who you're voting for. Let me tell you the criteria, the checklist, what you have to do. I don't care if you're voting for probate judge. I don't care if you're voting for tax commissioner. I don't care if you're voting for dog catcher, probate judge, sheriff. I don't care if it's state representative, okay, state senator. I don't care if it's Congress. You find out what they feel about President Donald J. Trump. And if you don't feel good on the answer, you don't vote for him. You understand? I'm serious. If a candidate, no matter what, I don't care what the office is, if a candidate cannot convince you they support the president of the United States and not do it in lip service, you don't vote for him. Well, it's my county commissioner. It's not going to be that bad. He's just county commissioner. You don't vote for him. If you don't feel it from the gut that they are going to support the president of the United States, you don't vote for him. Okay, moving right along. I'm serious. I'm not joking. This kid, all right, so let's go. I'm going to be calling for the video with 5750, but not yet. Pictures, okay? So here's a couple things I want to remind you of. And this is a different segment, Emily. All right, this is a new segment. Now, I put up the tweet, number 67, right? Put up number 67. Breaking news, sources tell me General Flynn will be completely exonerated this week. Okay. Now, General Flynn, completely exonerated. Now, let me just do this. You know, sometimes I do some stories and I have to let you go do your research. But if you heard that yesterday, let's go to number 13. All right. Now, number 13 is General Michael Flynn. And he's got his boy there. He took Junior with him. Which he loves his kid, right? That damn kid got one hell of some big ears. But anyhow, he takes Junior with him where? Trump Tower, right? Why is Flynn at Trump Tower? Because he's going to be part of the administration. What was he part of the administration? 23 days or something? But he's at the meetings. Remember when we were watching Trump at Trump Tower and we had every news network pointing the cameras at the elevators? Remember that? Seems like just yesterday, who came down the tower? Well, Flynn took Junior up with him, right? Now, let me keep something in mind. I am hashtag, I don't care how arrogant this sounds, I am hashtag, okay, the great Donald J. Trump interpreter. So he took Junior up there, right? Trump has two sons. Now, let's not get mad at me, okay, because you think he's cute or whatever. But Eric's a pretty good kid, okay? Pretty good kid. Ivanka's the brains. And Don Jr.'s dumb as a box of rocks. Now, I'm sorry. I've heard President Trump one day a couple of weeks ago, they asked him about something, and he said, who said that? One of my sons? I bet it was Don Jr., right? So here's what Trump has. He has a close relationship with his kids. Keep that on the screen. He's got a close relationship with his son. I'm telling you, when Flynn went down, not only when Flynn went down, the fact of what they did to his family. You don't know President Trump if you don't understand what I'm saying. What they did to General Flynn's family. Now, okay? What did Michael do? What did Dumbo there with the big ears do? And you can research this, number 14. Remember this? See, if you're going to exonerate him, why are you exonerating him? Why did they go after him? Why did they bring these false charges? Why did Robert Mueller? That's what I'm saying. Are other people going to go to prison? So here's what happened. This is Michael G. Flynn. And, you know, he was riding and he didn't have nothing to do with it. So he said, until Pizzagate proven to be false, it'll remain a story. The left seems to forget Podesta's emails and many coincidences tied to it. That's what Michael did. That's almost like saying Bill Gates 3 times quick right now with pandemic, Wuhan, China, and the numbers aren't accurate. Boom, you'll get pulled from Facebook. Boom, you'll get fired from Fox. Just like that. That's what Michael did. And then Big Mike with the medals, he retweeted it. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. That's what happened. Well, why is Michael Flynn being exonerated? Why did they have to go after him? Oh, you do the looking in. Now, let me remind you of something else before we play this. No, I can't do it right now. I'm going to do it later. So Michael Flynn may be exonerated. Now, let me get a couple articles up here I had earlier. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Fox Nation. Let's see. This was from the BBC. BBC. And when was this? This is December 7th, 2016. That's exactly right. Cracks my ass up. Trump aide Michael Flynn Jr. out after Pizzagate tweets. One of Donald Trump's aides has lost his job lost his job after fanning a conspiracy theory that climaxed at the weekend in gunfire at the pizzeria. Michael Flynn Jr., there, 33, left the president's election transition team on Tuesday. Now, Jr. got kicked to the curb right after he hit the tweet, and then the investigation into Daddy. Let me go one more. Let's just go right here. This is December 5th, 2016. What do you know? We're going in backwards. Michael Flynn tweet wasn't actually about Pizzagate, but his son is not defending the baseless conspiracy theory. Now, I'm not here to tell you Pizzagate's real or not. I just know John Podesta's a piece of garbage, and I wouldn't put anything past the Podestas and the Clintons. I mean, they're despicable. But I mean, I got other words, but they're despicable. Let me see if I got one more. Oh no, this is NBC News, and then we'll move right along. NBC News. When was this? This is September 13th, 2017. Michael Flynn's son, subject of federal Russia probe. Big Ear said Pizzagate. Michael Flynn's son, Michael G. Flynn, the son of President Donald Trump's former national security advisors, is the subject of a federal investigation into Russian meddling in the presidential election and possible collusion between Moscow and the Trump campaign, according to the 4 current former government officials. Well, I mean, hey, I don't know. I mean, I can't. I don't read so good, man. When I read, I get things jumbled, but I do read. I make an attempt. What about the damn people in America making no attempt at all? So let's say here, now, I told you, Trump knows what happened. They destroyed this man's family. They've gone through and destroyed people. So let's play the video at the 57:50 mark if you got it queued up. That should be the one. Let's play this right now. Yesterday. Not in the news, but right here.
Any other country, I think, if they're being honest, not only do we have the most testing in the world by far, but we have by far the best testing. OAN, please go ahead.
Mr. President, thank you. As I'd like to switch gears and talk about General Flynn. There are reports circulating now that he may well be fully exonerated this week. If that were the case, is there any reason why you would not bring him back into the administration?
I will only say this. I think that General Flynn is a wonderful man. He had a wonderful career, and it was a disgrace what happened to General Flynn. Let's see what happens now. But what happened to General Flynn should never happen again in our country. What happened to other people should never happen again in our country. What happened to your President of the United States should never again be allowed to happen. Go ahead, please.
Mr. President, thank you. Today, one of your top economic advisors
Left totally off the news. Left totally, completely off any news network you're watching. Now, Rush may talk about it at noon. I know he's got a full plate for 3 hours. I wish I could do more, but I actually run a company, FYN, fetchyournews.com. When I get done at 10, I have to run a company. We have reporters. So, but Rush may talk about this. I can only bring to the surface and bring to light, hey, folks, Wonderful man. Wonderful career. Never happen again. Now, let me say this. I've told you this before if you're new to the show. I try to watch words. I'm cautious to say never myself because I had somebody tell me never's a long time. Okay? It's a long time. So I listen closely when the president talks. I do. The media will not. They are on TV this morning telling you all. I'm going to show you what all they're telling you, but I want to bring this out first. Okay? Wonderful man, wonderful career. He was destroyed. The president said should never happen again. Now, what most people miss is when he says never, it should never be allowed to happen again to the president of what happened to him. It's not what happened to Donald J. Trump, president. It's the presidency. And most just totally overlook that. It's the presidency. Okay? It should never happen again. The deep state bureaucracy that has tried everything to overturn his election. Wonderful man, wonderful career, never happen again. So if he's exonerated, could he be in the administration within the next 2 weeks? If he is exonerated, could it show? What do you think out there? And you will probably give me a long list of people in this country. If he is exonerated, I think he's a 3-star general. Okay. I think Flynn's a 3-star. I'm not for sure. But think about this. If you're up to a 3-star general, you've not let anything put your career on the line. You haven't. Because once you start up that ladder of military success, every decision you make says, could this put my career, my climbing career on the line? So once you get that 1 star, and I don't know, I'm not trying to, I don't understand it 100%, but once you get that 1 star on your sleeve as a general, it's 2, 3, and 4, and 5, which I don't think we have a 5-star in the country anymore, but you let nothing mess your career up. Wonderful man, wonderful career, never happen again, never should be allowed in this country. Remember a couple things and we're going to close. Michael Flynn's son is the subject of a federal Russia probe. All the people that their lives were destroyed by a phony Russian probe hoax, this man just said, never allowed again. And there's a lot of people. He said there's a lot of people, okay? And I'm not going to say all. I know what they were trying to do. But remember, number 14, right? That's the famous Pizzagate from Michael Jr., big ears there. Okay, that's a famous Pizzagate tweet that got him booted. Now, I'm going to say 2 things. I'm going to take a close because I think more than Flynn being exonerated could start happening. Let me say this. Number 15, don't forget, okay, Seth Rich is dead. If you don't know Seth Rich, I don't have enough time. He is a DNC staffer that was found dead, okay? Nothing taken in D.C., walking home from a bar in a halfway decent neighborhood. Wallet was still intact. Nothing taken, maybe just the flash drive, okay? Seth is dead, all right? Number 16. Whatever happened to the Anwan brothers, right? Whatever happened to Deborah Wasserman Schultz, the computers, huh? The Anwan brothers, whatever happened, right? Number 65. This man has been on my show multiple times. 65. Did I get it wrong? That's not 65, is it? That should be 65, should be Rod Wheeler. Did I have it wrong? I don't know where we're at there. I'm showing 65. I'm not. That wasn't what I was showing to be 65. Did I not send it? If I didn't, just let me know. Okay. Homicide, former, I may not have sent it. It might be in a separate email because I send a lot, and it's not their fault in the studio, folks. Okay. But I sent several that just had some single photos, and if I didn't, don't worry about it. Okay, it won't let her pull it up, but I've had former homicide detective DC Rod Wheeler on my show several times that was investigating the murder of number 15, Seth Rich. Okay. So let me just close with this. Okay. Here's Seth Rich. He's dead. Okay. We don't know where his computer's at to this day. We don't know where his computer's at. So I know I'm a bad guy, conspiracy theory. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. I don't know. All right. But here, don't forget a couple things that I want to wrap up. 67. And we're going to close. Marie Bartiromo, one more time. Okay. Fully exonerated this week. 68. Rip, remember when Trump named Richard Grenell as acting head of intelligence and their heads spun off? He has no experience. He has no experience. He has no experience. Just saying. What if? That's what I like to do here. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Who are these reporters? How did they get their jobs? Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountain's lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let me make a quick note here. I go to the YouTube live side. We have fyntv.com. You have our app. And I just, you guys get it. You get it out there. I look at some of your comments and I wish I could take time to just dive deeper into it. But if you're new to the show, my number one goal is to keep up with the enemy. Okay. You're doing the research. You are the research team. Right there on the screen. That's my email. We're a small network. Okay. Period. Okay. I'm looking for people that want to do shows. I'm looking for people that not from these corporate corrupt media outlets. Well, if you want to leave there, and you want to do a show, you can let me know. We're looking for reporters in our news network, all the above. But, I study the enemy, so I can get out in front and please understand, tell you what I think is about to happen. Now, sometimes Trump supporters and some of you out there get upset with me, and it's not what I want to happen. Remember, you got to say to yourself, if it's a matter of Trump winning the election, I'm not concerned. If it's a matter of them stealing the election, I'm very concerned. And why do I say that is, I keep saying if you're new to the show, because every day the show we have new viewers and it's great. But I said 6 months ago, all right, I said at the end of 2019, I said it in January, they had only one thing. When February 5th, and I'm doing it from the top of my head, when February 5th came and went, okay, I said, now that President Trump has been fully exonerated with the impeachment, only move they have between now and election is to collapse the economy. I mean, is this not just a stroke of luck for the Democrats? Do the Chinese, the Wuhan virus, did they participate? Do they want Joe Biden? Oh my God, there he goes, right down the conspiracy trail. There goes Peter Cottontail. No. I'm just saying. I believe we should ask questions and think is what I think. Think is what I think. I mean, Wuhan virus comes out of a lab. Next thing you know, the world economy has collapsed. See, we could have shrugged off Spain. We could have shrugged off the EU, really. We could have shrugged off Italy. But they had to collapse the whole entire thing to just get us where they want us. And if there's a clause in the trade agreement, if there's a natural disaster of some sort, China could get out and say, screw you, farmers, right? Just saying. So they won't take culpability. They won't take responsibility. China will not. But let me get back to this. So, coincidence that people are dying from a mutated virus that they would have died anyway, but this is pushing them off the deck just a little closer. They got up on the third rail. This pushed them to jump. I don't know. Isn't it interesting? A total collapse of an economy. Now you got a virus, you got a cold. He's not taking it serious. Yes, I am. You got a cold, right? So as you and I both know, let me get everybody mad. Now, as you and I both know, the start of school, okay, is where the little children's run in and they all pat each other down and they got the sniffles. Next thing you know, a school with 400 kids has 75 got a cold, and now mom and dad and big brother and sister, aunt, now everybody got a cold because Junior went back to school, was, rubbing his nose. Contact tracing. How'd you get that cold? Well, I know a kid. What's the kid's name? I'm serious as can be. I'm not joking, right? But we don't collapse the economy. Now, where I live in North Georgia, we have several times, I have seen total school systems shut down for 10 days over the flu. I've seen it and come right back because we've seen a stomach virus go right through a school system and they say, well, we better take 3 days off. Right? Just saying. So the timing of everything is just right there to try to elect an incompetent idiot like Joe Biden. Don't have any other way. So let's start here. Yesterday, everything, big word, everything has been, for the longest time, Let me tell you something. They've known all along these numbers are not right. They've known it all along. Who knew it? Who knew it? Fauci and all of them. They knew all along what they were doing. Okay? Hey, yelled, ventilator, ventilator, ventilator. What do you want for Christmas, son? A ventilator. The government has me scared to death. Can you get me a ventilator? I wanted a bicycle, Daddy. And an Xbox. I'll trade it for a ventilator now. Yeah, I'm serious. You might think I'm being silly sometimes. I'm serious as can be. I watch every single day. Every single day I watch that 90-minute press conference. Ventilator, 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 ventilator. Testing, testing, test. Hospital beds, gowns, mask. All of it is hell, right? Now let me just say this on senior homes, okay? So somebody, don't yell at me. I keep saying this. I'm just saying, let's think. Okay, I'm not being insensitive. As you well know, I buried my dad last month. He had COVID, among other things. So let's say somebody gets a really bad cold and they go to see grandma at the senior center, and they shouldn't see grandma at the home, but they do. And the next thing you know, a place with 70 residents at the home has 30 of them have a cold. Now, do I think more people have died this year in assisted living senior facilities with the COVID? I would just like to see the numbers last year. I'm just saying, if we have, when I see, and I'm not saying they're wrong, okay? I just want to say, when I see an article and it says 17 dead in one nursing home, I just want to know how many people died in that nursing home this time last year. I want to go on a window of 30 days, and I want to find out how many died in that nursing home in a matter of 30 days. I just want to. I do not believe the numbers are correct in America because the fear is stronger than the accurate numbers they want you to have. They want you to have more fear than that. So just saying. So everything is to scare you and about the election. Let's play the one that I have. That's I think it's the one about Emily. The lady asked if Trump should be reelected. Do you have that one? Do you know which one it is?
The Fox News he interviewed, he said
he didn't say anything last Saturday.
Kim Jong
Nobody knows where he is, so he obviously couldn't have said it. This is breaking news.
Yes.
That Kim Jong-un made a statement on Saturday. I don't think so. Okay, go ahead. Let's do one more, please, in the back.
If an American president loses more Americans over the course of 6 weeks than died in the entirety of the Vietnam War, does he deserve to be reelected?
So, yeah, we've lost a lot of people, but if you look at what original projections were, 2.2 million, we're probably heading to 60,000, 70,000. It's far too many. One person is too many for this. And
okay, we're going to play the answer, Emily. But what I say is there's things that, no disrespect to this audience, I'm not for sure if you pick up, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Play that again. Start at the beginning, all right?
Fox News he interviewed, he said
he didn't say anything last Saturday.
Kim Jong
Nobody knows where he is, so he obviously couldn't have said it. This is breaking news.
Yes.
That Kim Jong-un made a statement on Saturday. I don't think so. Okay, go ahead. Let's do one more, please, in the back.
If an American president loses more Americans over the course of 6 weeks than died in the entirety of the Vietnam War, does he deserve to be reelected?
So, yeah, we've lost a lot of people, but if you look at what original projections were, 2.2 million, we're probably heading to 60,000, 70,000. It's far too many. One person is too many for this. And I think we've made a lot of really good decisions. The big decision was closing the border or doing the ban. People coming in from China, obviously, other than American citizens, which had to come in. Can't say you can't come in, you can't come back to your country. I think we've made a lot of good decisions. I think that Mike Pence and the task force have done a fantastic job. I think that everybody working on the ventilators, you see what we've done there, have done unbelievable. The press doesn't talk about ventilators anymore. They just don't want to talk about them, and that's okay. But the reason they don't want to talk, that was a subject that nobody would get off of. They don't want to talk about them. We're in the same position on testing. We are lapping the world on testing, and the world is coming to us. As I said, they're coming to us saying, what are you doing? How do you do it? We're helping them. So, no, I think we've.
Okay, so you've heard testing 24 hours, 7 days a week. They don't want to listen to that. This reporter, and I'm going to tell you why. We're going to tell you, this reporter, this piece of garbage is sitting in the back and says to the President of the United States, should a president responsible, as they call it, for more American lives lost in 6 weeks than the Vietnam War, do you deserve, should you be reelected? Do you deserve that? Now, one more time. Should you be reelected, sir? Do you deserve to be reelected? A president that loses more Americans. See, I said Americans. I'm telling you, I pay attention. In 6 weeks than the Vietnam War. Let me explain what happened there. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about the testing. And I'm going to play a lengthy video because when we come back, it's needed. All right. Because the media will not tell the truth of what happened. So I've got to play what happened yesterday. And I don't want to lose audience, but I just have to. I'm here to help the president get the message out. But let me say this from a personal note, okay? I'm very patriotic, as you already know. In the years, all the way from the time of being a kid, in the years I've gone to, veteran ceremonies. Through the years, I've gone through Memorial Day, Veterans Day. It doesn't matter. 4th of July. I have gone to things since I was a kid, patriotic, okay? So as a kid, now I'm not going to tell you my age, but I have gray hair. And actually, my gray hair started when I was 19. So you guess. But as a kid, I would walk through the crowds, and as a young man, I would walk through the crowds. What did I see? I would see World War II hats. I'm old enough to wear World War II, right? World War II. Then I watched as I went to many things that it progressed from World War II hats to Korea, right? The Korean War. It's not a conflict. Don't ever tell men and women that served in the Korean War it was Korean conflict. They'll let you know real quick, right? But we went from World War II hats to Korea, right? You go to these patriotic, motorcycle for Trump, whatever it is, okay? Let freedom ring. Korea. We don't have the World War II hats. They said, what, 1 or 2 left? If that Korea. Now you start going to things, right? It's very, very limited that you see the Korean War hat. It's Vietnam now. So when you go to things, the number one we are in, if you get 70 plus, right? Let's take 65. We'll use 65. Right? Let's go 65 plus. That's the strongest voting bloc for President Donald Trump, the seniors. Those are the men that were in Vietnam. That's your next senior vet. You had World War I, you had World War II, Korea. Now we're up to Vietnam. That's your next senior vets, right? Pay attention. What was her question? Wasn't you've lost more people than Korea. It wasn't you've lost more people than the Iraq War, right? It wasn't you've lost more Americans in the, conflict in Afghanistan. No, Vietnam. In 6 weeks, you lost more Americans than the entire time in the Vietnam War. Should you be reelected? That is such a disgusting question that none other than this person right here, and they're talking about it today. It was all set up. Remember, when I'm watching at 4 and 5 in the morning, it's all set up to run the news day. Operation Mockingbird. Look up Operation Mockingbird. Number 21. The news cycle starts to drop at 4 a.m. Number 21. Okay. Yasmin Vasugia. This is a dangerous network. Everybody knows CNN's clout. These people are dangerous. Reporter asked Trump if president deserves to be reelected after losing more Americans in 6 weeks than died in Vietnam. Oh, yeah. Every day it's a setup to take that. It's never, the press conference is never about getting information for you at home about the virus. And it's not Trump. It's these people sitting out there with an orchestrated, okay, attempt every day to take down the president. Next one, just to put it on the screen. Some Republicans worry Trump's coronavirus response could impact the November election. I'm going to take a break. We're going to be right back, and we're talking about impact the November election. And we're also going to bring you information that we know you have not heard on any other network today. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountain's lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. We got a lot to finish up with. I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. There is the email address. You are the research team out there, and there's the phone number, and there's all the ways to follow us on social media. Now, tonight I'm going to be over in White County. I feel like I'm playing somewhere. Tonight I'll be in White County, but I will. Georgia has two, and I don't know if you're from rural anywhere in America, okay? When you have open seats. Now, what I mean by that is, in rural America, you could have a probate judge, whatever you have in your state or your county. You could have a clerk of court. You could have the sheriff, whatever. But a lot of times still in rural America, if somebody becomes the sheriff in 1972, they're still the sheriff today because people just like the sheriff. He's been our sheriff for years. I'm not making fun, damn it. What the hell's wrong with you damn people? Just relax and enjoy yourself. So that's been our sheriff for 18 years, All right, good. But a lot of the inter-county offices, people maintain them for years. And when there's an open seat, it's like a frenzy. Oh my God, it's an open seat. I could have just told you why I was going to White County, but I just can't do it. I can't handle it, okay? So I'm going over there because there's an open sheriff race. The sheriff has retired. He's retired, man. I'm going to go to Woodland on the front porch. I could have done without that. But in White County, there's 5 candidates running for sheriff and 4 candidates running for probate judge. Now, tonight on FYN TV, we're just going to be broadcasting a little forum they're doing over there. That's it. Boom, bang, we're out. But May 11th, do you have something to write with? May 11th, if you have interest, I, your host, will be moderating. I will be moderating a debate in White County, May 11th, for the sheriff candidates and probate candidates. All right. So I'll be doing that May 11th. Did you put it in your calendar? You really needed to know that, did you not? So what I was getting at on the last segment with the Vietnam vets, last week, you can go into our archives and look. Last week, I did the whole story on they're trying to scare our seniors. They got Granny locked in a home. Okay. You can't visit. They're not supposed to go out. You have Secretary of States like Brad Raffensperger in Georgia. Nice enough multimillionaire. That's the way we should always end it. Nice enough multimillionaire Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger is putting up boxes so we don't have to touch. There's touching the ballots. He's put them in the box, run away. But we have our seniors scared to death to where they want an absentee ballot. I did the whole story. Now it's Vietnam vets. Just saying. Let me tell you something. Any Vietnam vet, and I love you. Be careful. I know you got to be careful when you go to vets. I'm going to say this. There's no Vietnam vets that can equate a coronavirus death with jumping out of, and those rice paddies jumping out of a Huey helicopter in Vietnam. There's no Vietnam vet that will confuse the death of coronavirus with one of those little kids coming up and pulling a pin and throwing it in the middle of it. I don't want to go there. Don't get me worked up, okay? So now, pansy-ass Republicans. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. I can't stand pansy-ass Republicans. And it's getting ready to happen because the media is working this like you would not believe. Let me go to this, okay? Now, I brought this in yesterday, and we did not, I didn't get a chance to do it, okay? Number 8, this is from yesterday morning, but everything's about taking the president down. Every single thing. It's not about your health. It's not about the virus. Number 8, nervous Republicans see Trump sinking and taking Senate with him. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pansy ass. And this is what they're trying to do. This is New York Times. Then you have number 9, pansy ass Republicans. This is Larry Hogan, okay? He is a boob. Nice. I try to find nice word. Trump sparks criticism over disinfected. Yeah, I'm the governor of Maryland, and I am also. Now, let me say this. The governor of Maryland, and I like to keep it clear for you out there, I really try to bring information so you could talk to your friends or talk to people because you got to save them. It's like you got to try to save this country. I'm serious as can be. You can't accept in-mail ballots. You can't accept it. We have to get back to Trump rallies, okay? You have to get back to going out of the damn house, going to the store and shopping and not getting all freaked out if a grocery cart turns down the direction you're going. Who the hell is following the signs? I wander around in the grocery store. I just wander all around the grocery store. And then all of a sudden the other day, I got these people looking at me like, don't you see the yellow tape on the floor, buddy? I'm like, what the hell? Why are you looking at me like that? I'm wandering around a grocery store. Now I have to know what direction I'm going. So I'm going to fix this beef. And it's not till I get all the way over here to this section, I remember I need some onions. I'm sorry, folks. It is starting to really tick me off in this country. So here's this boob here. He is Larry Hogan. Now, pay attention. He is Larry Hogan. I know that's the third time I told you. You say, well, what? Now go to number 5. Okay. Number 5. He's a never Trumper. Never Trumper. Larry Hogan decides not to run. Maryland governor had explored a run against president. Does not rule out post-Trump run in 2024. He comes on TV. The only reason he's on every network is a couple things. He's a never Trumper and they love him. 2, he is the chair of the National Governors Association. So they always get, what's the governors think? What's the governors think, right? So this is the guy they go to, right? Never Trumper, National Governors Association, and 3, has aspirations to run for president. Let's go to Larry. Larry, what are you hearing? Well, I'm going to go on national TV and lie to you and swear there are hundreds of thousands of people calling about Clorox and disinfectants and Lysol spray. No, they didn't, Larry. You're just a never Trumper, no good lying piece of SH asterisk asterisk. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Asterisk asterisk. Media puts it up. Asterisk asterisk. Okay, so that's Larry, right? Never Trumper. Go back to number 8. Keep this in the brain cells. Nervous Republicans see Trump sinking and taking Senate with him. Pansy-ass Republicans, they're coming, folks. Now, so that's one guy, because remember, the governors. This guy here, number 25, okay? It's all possible. So this guy here, He's always get the white shirt. He just got out of the dry cleaners that's closed. Where's this guy finding a dry cleaner? Where's this guy finding makeup people? Where is this guy finding all of the essentials he needs? Anyhow, that being said, he's on every day. Now, who is he? He is the governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, vice chair of the National Governors Association. Okay. Number 26. Nipple rings Cuomo now wants to blow the bugle. Cuomo wishes he blew the bugle. Just saying. So we got Hogan and little boy Blue that wants to blow the bugle. Hogan hates Trump, never Trumper, okay, has aspirations, floated an exploratory group to see if he should run for president. Then you got Cuomo over here, nipple rings, page 6 of the New York Post, little boy Blue, that the media is saying maybe he is the better nominee for the Democrat Party. Just saying, putting it all out there, okay? So, number 10, New York Times. This is yesterday, but I didn't get to it. Number 10, New York Times. Nervous Republicans see Trump sinking and taking Senate with him. Republicans were taken back. Republicans were taken back this week by the results of a 17-state survey commissioned by Republican National Committee. It found the president struggling in the Electoral College battlegrounds and likely to lose without sign of an economic rebound this fall. Folks, I told you that. You don't have to get mad at me. I told my friends that. The president of the United States is going to go into November with double-digit inflation. Now, Joe Biden is a total boob, but if you have coast-to-coast websites, coast-to-coast, social media groups, worldwide, you got coast-to-coast networks that are going to work 24/7 to get you elected, you can be a boob. Hide Joe. They're going to hide Joe as much as they can till November. Well, he's got to get on the debate stage. Now, there's a bright point to this that I'm ready to give you. But I do know the question. Think about this. There was no way we could ask the question if the debate was December 2019. There would have been no way to ask the question, which one of you candidates feel you have the best plan to get American unemployment under 10%? Question wasn't there. Now, let me explain something. Put on your hats. Get ready. You're going to be very angry at me. I think you will be. Why the hell should anybody go back to work? Why? Because the office is open. Why are some employees very upset that their company, the job they tried to get for so long, stayed open and are? Why? How do you predict? Let's see, what is 40 weeks? Let's see, 40 weeks. Is that what it is, 40 weeks of extended unemployment? Extended. So why should anybody go back to work? Because we're going to get this economy going. It's going to be a V. We're going to go right back up. Everybody's getting back to work. Why? Why, if I'm called back to work, why should I go? All you have to say right now is you got to watch the kids. There's no school. Oh, that's all you got to do. I'm calling you back in. I'm watching the kids. Okay, I get it. Nothing. You can't report them, nothing. But here's the real reason why no one, when I say no one, I got to be careful with it. a lot of people will not go back to work. So let's say you're unemployed, okay? I mean, we have lost the total reason why you get up in the morning is, you go to work, you pay your bills, you have aspirations, you start your own business, and then you make a little money. And, years ago, you bought a Cadillac, okay? Just saying. Unemployment in the state, let's just do this. I got to put some math. So let's say you're making $620 a week right now, okay? You make $620. Okay, that's good. So you're making $620. Now, you're unemployed. You just got laid off. So you go to the unemployment, and I don't know what your state you're in, and they tell you your max, the state doesn't let you have over $350 a week. And you're like, $350 a week? I make $620. I'm sorry. And it's off a guide of what you make, but your max is $350. How the hell am I going to do that? Well, guess what? It's your lucky day because Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats have put a little bonus in there for you, and the Republicans signed for it. It's called the $600 no question X bonus. Check me out, right? So let's see. So we just got to kick in $350 plus $600. Wait a minute. I'm not that bright, but 603 is 9. So are you telling me that I was making $620 a week and now I'll get $950? That's exactly. I'll take what's behind curtain number 2 for 40 weeks or more. The hell with the guy that calls me and says, you need to come back to work. The whole fix is in, folks. If you don't pay attention to the entire fix to try to take down the president of the United States and get this bumbling idiot that will die in office in 3 months. I know that sounds ugly, but Joe will not be a 2-term. Joe will not be a 1-term. Joe won't be a 6-month president. They will finally discuss him being his dementia. They will finally discuss Miss Reed's accusations, which we feel are true. She's corroborating them. And Joe will be gone in 90 days. China will run the damn United States. Have you noticed how close we were? Just right there of China running our whole damn country? Your eyes are open. Where's the meat processing plants and why are they closing? Because they're owned by China. Why can't you get a pork chop from Smithfield? China owns it. Oh. What happened to Baptist preachers when there's no more chicken, right? I'm not being mean. What the hell's wrong with you damn people? I'm just joking around, all right? Let's take a break. I'm all worked up over this unemployment 950 and nobody's going back to work. We'll be right back.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountain's lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done.
Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I want to thank you so much. You know what you could do for me? Share the show with your friends. And I'm serious. And get active. I've got a couple people that are active. They send me messages. Get active. Keep in mind that let's say you have a grandchild. Let's say you're a young person and you want a career in journalism and you don't want to go down the road of the corporate corrupt media. Contact us. We are now going to 60 counties. Yes. Think about 8 in North Carolina, 6 in Tennessee. You'll be able to see that if you go to fetchernews.com. You can see the launch. Let me check myself. I don't know if we launched it yet. Because I'll check here. You check if I'm correct. Have we done the launch? I don't run everything. Okay, if you go to fetchernews.com, you look at this, it says Georgia News. Georgia News. You click on that. We're going to Georgia. We're going to Georgia News. Let's see where we're going to. We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 counties. We're going to 29 counties in Georgia alone. So we have growth opportunity for, don't send me a resume to that number. If you're a liberal whack job, now wait a minute, let's get straight. If you're just a liberal whack job, don't send me a resume, okay? I'm not interested in fighting with you. You're going to be told who I am up front. Now, this is an opinion show, but if you go to fetchernews.com, our reporters will tell you I do not get involved. They have never, 5, 6 years, some of them, never have received a phone call from me saying, oh, you need to go this direction, you need to go this, or spin it. This is the best place, fetchernews.com, for young journalists that want to get out of the fog and the crap of the deep state corporate media. This is the place. Okay, so I said all that. All that being said, let's play a little bit of the video, and then I've got some stuff to do. You know the last video I have, and I gave you a timestamp on it, like 16 minutes or whatever. It's one of the same we just played. at 57. Take it to that timestamp and let's play it for a couple minutes. So I tell you to come back, please. Yesterday's briefing with the President of the United States that you will not hear anywhere else. Take off, Emily.
The job they've done. I want to thank Roche, and in particular, those two have really stepped forward. Abbott with a 5-minute test that people can take, and in 5 minutes they know what the answer is. I'd like to ask, if I could, the executives of these great companies, and they have really helped us a lot over the last 45-day period. We're talking about a 45-day period when many of us met, and since then, what Walmart and the others have done has been nothing short of amazing. So I just want to ask them to come forward and say a few words about their company. Plus, they're going to make a big contribution to our country. Please, come forward, please. Thank you. Come on up. Thanks. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you for all of you for being here today. And what we'd like to talk about is the progress we made. The last time we were here was March 13th, and we've made tremendous progress. And none of that progress could be made without the 47,000 people at Quest Diagnostics that are working around the clock, working up the test and running the test and delivering the results that we need. As far as results, we've made tremendous progress. We are currently at Quest Diagnostics testing about 50,000 tests per day. We've been pushed by the task force to bring up that number. By the end of May, we'll have 100,000 tests per day, about 3 million tests, and these are the molecular tests that we do today. We've also brought up serological testing. We started that this past week, and by the end of May, we'll be close to 250,000 a day, about 7,000 a month. So you put those two numbers together, it's about 10 million tests by the end of May that we'll be doing at Quest Diagnostics. We're doing that also in a quicker way. Turnaround times were somewhat of an issue at the early days. We've reduced that to 1 to 2 days. Our turnaround time for people in beds, hospital beds, is less than 24 hours. And we're doing that in the same way we've done it with the FDA and with CLIA, delivering the quality that you all expect. And convenience will improve as well with convenient solutions that will be able to swab individuals more easily and also deliver to consumer, the ability to have consumers choose a test online with a telehealth provider. So with that, I'd like to offer my colleague the podium as well.
Mr. President, thank you very much for your leadership and for having us all here today. Our scientists and our lab technicians are working day and night in order to do as many tests as we possibly can for the American public and to turn those tests around as quickly as possible. Just 45 days ago, we said we could do several thousand tests a day. We can now do 60,000 tests a day, and we're continuing to expand that capacity every single day. In addition, our scientists are working to make testing more convenient and easier. We have the swabs now that are much smaller than the original ones that we originally launched with, but we also have the Pixel by LabCorp at-home test. That test right now is for healthcare workers on the front line and first responders, but we will be rolling that out much more broadly over the coming weeks. And we're going to roll it out with absolutely no upfront cost for the individual consumers. At the same time, we are building our capacity for serology testing. And we can currently do about 50,000 today, and we'll be able to do several 100,000 per day by the middle of May. And we're going to be working with the retailers, our colleagues that are here today, to help them as they expand their testing capabilities across the entire country. And lastly, Mr. President, we have a rather large drug development business, and we will continue to work with our colleagues in the pharmaceutical and the biotechnology industry to ensure we do everything we possibly can to enroll clinical trials fast so that we can get new treatments and potential vaccines. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Mr. President, thank you, and thank the administration for all of their collaboration to enable Thermo Fisher Scientific to be able to produce the test kits that companies like LabCorp and Quest and the public health labs around the world run. We met our original commitments of producing 5 million kits a week, and we're up to scaling that to double that in the coming weeks in terms of supporting testing around the world. I'd like to thank my 75,000 colleagues around the world for their tireless effort to make that a reality and supporting all of our customers to have the testing necessary to get America back to work.
Thank you very much. Great job.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm John Nims with U.S. Cotton, and we are the company that is going to produce the swabs to be used in these testing kits. We have about 1,200 people in our company, and in our Cleveland operation, they have pivoted from, as you've said, the Q-tip style swab to a swab that's going to have a plastic stick with a polyester tip so that they can be assembled into these kits. Our Cleveland team has done a wonderful job with this, and they're very excited to be able to help in this effort. So thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Great job.
All right, we're back. I could have gone on and continued the list of CEOs that came up yesterday. I just like to highlight when I do this show the corruption, the bureaucratic deep state that does not want this president for 4 more years. Okay, the Department of blank, 300,000. Department of blank. We know the Department of Justice started out in the president's administration trying to take him down. We know that behind the scenes. But we don't have time for that. I try to highlight there's nothing, and I mean nothing truthful about these networks that claim that they're trying to get you information. Let me say this, okay? Testing. When it was ventilator, the president of the United States held a very good coronavirus task force press conference, held a good one. He brought people out to talk about how they were going to shut down. They were going to shut down building certain automobile lines so they could build ventilators. He brought a team out to say what they would need. Very, very clear, professional, presidential. Every time he solves something they scream about, okay? Now the president is taking serious. They will highlight all day long that the president's not serious about reopening. We need data. The World Health Organization says we are going to have more dead in the second round than the first because we're not paying attention to what? Their lies with China? Let's not go there with what short time we have. So the president of the United States is trying to reopen this economy in a methodical way with the proper testing that everybody's yelling at. I believe Fauci needs to go. I believe they don't need to bring the doctors out anymore. All right, I don't have time. So you have the head, testing. You have the head of Quest. Okay, Quest. We all know Quest. If you don't, I don't know. They process testing. So what they yell is we're not processing tests fast enough. Quest tells you what they're going to do, right? Then we go to U.S. Cotton. We don't have enough tests. Oh, my God. They've stopped production. They got a plastic straw cotton on there. They're ramping up tests. Okay, we got Quest. They're going to tell you what the test says. We got Cotton going to give us a test. Now it's okay for CVS, and I'm not advocating these corporations by no means, but it's okay for CVS, it's okay for Rite Aid, and it's okay for Walgreens to give you, okay, it's okay for them to give you your flu shot. It's okay for your doctors to say, stop by CVS, Walgreens, and your local Walgreens and Rite Aid today, and Walmart and all of them, and get your flu shot. Grocery stores, Ingles, get your flu shot. It's okay to tell them all to do that, Americans to do that. But when it comes to what the president of the United States is doing, that they claim he's not, it's on no networks. That's why I watched. No networks put that out this morning. And if they did it in a negative way. The president of the United States, if he could get people like General Michael Flynn back in the administration, we could start clearing out these behemoths. Department of Education, Department of this, Department of that, clearing them out. FBI. All right, I got. Let me go through the pictures, okay? So let's go to number 11. This is what's happening in America. Key battleground states. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to tell you Pennsylvania, Michigan, Arizona. I'm telling you right now. So let's go to 17. In-person voting. I've got 4 minutes left. We have to stop mail-in ballot voting. In-person voting. Let me tell you something. If you ask, you go to Home Depot. That's right. Get you a lawnmower, get you some flowers. If you ask, go to Home Depot. If you ask, go to the grocery store, get you some milk or whatever. If you can get off your ass and go in all these other places, you could go push a screen. My God, the screen will kill us. You know what I was thinking about just the other day when I was in one of these places? They told me to pay. And I took a card out of my wallet and I pushed it in there with the chip. And then they said, give me your code. I went beep, 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 beep. I touched it. You know what I did? I walked away and I watched to see if anybody wiped it down. Let me tell you something. It's okay if you go touch the screen at the bank. Give me $40. Boom, boom, boom. Go vote, damn it. Don't tell me that. Okay. Support for in-person voting, 46 all, 58 GOP, 38 Dems. Oppose it. Number 18, support for voting by mail only in November. Only. 48%, all of us, 48% say yes. GOP 37, Democrats 60. Oppose it. Vote by mail. Online, number 19. Support for allowing people to vote entirely online in November. Approve, 44. GOP 33. Who are these damn GOP? I mean, I really want, every time I see this, Dems 50, oppose. There you go. I've already had that one. Let's see. Let's go here. There's the guy that blows the bugle. Hang tight, hang tight. This is the one we're going to go through for a minute. Number 28, the Washington Post. Trump's Intel briefing book repeatedly cited virus threat. Now, let me tell you when you hear this, I want to interpret what this is. Every morning when it was George H.W. Bush, every morning when it was Bill Clinton, every morning was Barack Hussein Obama, okay? There was a couple Poindexters that walked in and they said, and they were from the deep state. I know that makes you so damn mad out there. But a couple of Poindexters walked in and said, Mr. President, this is your daily briefing and assessment. Now, we can read it together. I could leave it for you, but this is the direction the deep state says you should go today. This is what the deep state is telling you, and this is some of your national intelligence here. So what they want you to believe is they want you to believe they have to do it in pictures for Trump because he can't read. I'm not lying. I mean, it's, oh my God, he was told in the book. Here's another one, all right? Number 29, President's Intelligence Briefing book repeatedly cited virus. He got it every morning with his Cheerios. Here is the timeline. Number 30, they love this one, Trump on the coronavirus. Look at that. It was in the book. January 22nd, January 24th, February 19th, 26th, the 27th. It was in your briefing book. You know what happens, Joe? You know what happens is Trump gets these briefing books every day, and he's so tired of these Poindexters that bring it, and he's so tired of hearing what the deep state thinks he should do that day. And he says, okay, I'm going to look at it like 3 days a week. Number 31, Intel briefing. Here it is, number 32. We'll stop here. Trump's history with the presidential daily briefing skips written intel reports, relies on oral briefings. All right, Poindexter, can you just tell me what the hell's in this thing? Just tell me, man. I mean, give me some pictures. Tell me. I can't do this 7 days a week. Do you realize what all I have to do out there? Oh my God, the corruption of the deep state. Let's end with this. Number 6, what happens if you plan to run from the plantation? Number 6, State Rep Karen Whitzel, Detroit Democrat, said President Trump may have saved her life with hydroxychloroquine as she recovered from coronavirus. And she is being, I can't say the words. Hey, I'm your host, BKP. Don't forget, tell everybody how they could contact me right there. We're a minute over. Right there it is, anytime, day or night, 24/7, baby. I'll be back tomorrow morning, Wednesday, with a fresh perspective on everything. Take us out of here.